So this is the third card on the list. This is the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless credit card. So across the board, you're going to kind of see similar themes across the board. So this is a little bit of a unique sign-up bonus. So you get 3 free night awards, each worth 50,000 points. So totaling is about roughly 150K in value after you spend 3,000 within the first 3 months. Annual fee, all in the same ballpark, $95 annual fee. Same thing here. You get 6x back on any Marriott hotel stay, 10x for being a Marriott Bonvoy member, and then 1x for being a Silver Elite status. So that's another thing that you can take advantage of. It comes with a little bit less perks. It's not as great as getting the gold status. I would say that this is probably, in terms of status at a hotel, is probably at the lower tier, but still a good perk to take advantage for the price point that you're getting. Everything else in terms of grocery stores, gas stations, and dining, this is perfect for individuals who own a car, who does a lot of grocery shopping. You go to restaurants often, you dine in, you dine out, you get takeout, delivery. You're gonna get 3x on all purchases up to 6,000 to spend per year. And then everything else that you spend, you get 2x. So this is kind of similar to the IHG Premier card where you get 3x as a base multiplier. You're going to earn 2x with this card just because of the fact that this baseline card is going to give you additional multipliers on just all spend. Now, in terms of the valuation, I would kind of price it a little bit similarly to IHG, but a little bit less at the same time. So in terms of the point valuations, I would say Hyatt is probably the best redemption value, then it's Marriott, and then it's IHG as being quote unquote the more expensive. Once again, these cards are more beneficial if you like these specific brands and you like to stay at these specific hotels. This is going to maximize your points to its highest potential in terms of just your everyday spend after the bonus. So the free night award that you get every year for this card is going to be less than the sign-up bonus. The sign-up bonus gives you a free night award that's worth 50K. This is only worth 35K. So, and the other thing that's a little bit difficult to use about this is that it's not like IHG, where IHG you can basically tack on an unlimited amount of points to stay at a hotel. This, you're capped at an additional 15K. So with the free night award that you get from the sign-up bonus that's worth 50K, you can stay at a hotel that's worth up to 65K. But now let's say that the hotel night is worth 68K, you won't be able to stay at it. And with this, you can only stay at a hotel that's worth up to 50K. So it's a little bit less flexible in comparison to the IHG credit card. But in terms of bang for your buck and decent value, this is something that you can truly take advantage of. Now, if you spend $35,000 in a year, you can automatically upgrade to the gold status, which is more of a preferred status. But if you just look at this card from a simple perspective, one of the key things to pay attention to is you do get priority late checkout, but the key word is it says priority. It doesn't say guaranteed, right? So if you look at the other platforms, it says guaranteed as long as you ask for it. This is based off of availability. This is kind of like the second to last tier in terms of status, in terms of the Marriott hotel brand. So you're not going to be on the priority list. You're going to be higher than just a general Marriott Bonvoy member, but you won't be at the highest tier because of the fact that you're at silver. You get free Wi-Fi, so that's at least a better perk than the World of Hyatt benefit. And essentially that's really it. There isn't really, you don't get the points, you don't get snacks, you don't get any other additional perks. It's just a very straight flat line kind of benefit. It's a good perk to take advantage of if you're part of the Marriott Bonvoy platform. If you use it often enough, it is still good to take advantage of. If you stay at a Marriott Bonvoy a little bit more often, personally, the American Express line Marriott cards are probably a little bit better than this. But in terms of a price point for $95, I think this is totally fine. And then the last unique benefit about this is that, similar to the IHG, if you stay 4 nights minimum with points with a Marriott Bonvoy membership, you can get the 5th night for free. So it's 1 extra night in comparison to the IHG card, but still you get a free night after every 4 nights. So a little bit of a unique sense of taking advantage of like these points. Now, the one thing I will say about this is, in terms of the point multipliers, in terms of the point usage and the redemption values, like I said, it's probably going to be second, right after Hyatt in terms of the best value. But value really comes in the form of what makes sense to you guys. If you guys like a brand, as I mentioned, if you guys like staying at certain hotels, it's more about what makes sense to you versus the value you get out of it. These perks are just an add-on if you're a loyalist. If you're looking to get all the perks but you're not a loyalist, it's going to be hard to kind of take advantage of the perks.